Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 47, the Song of the Bee, text number 41 and 42, right? 42, Rakhi. Api smarati naha sadho govindaha prastute क्वचित गोष्ठी मध्ये पुरस्त्रीणां गाम्यः स्वैर कथा अंतरे अपि स्मरति न साधो गोविन्दः प्रस्तुते क्वचित् गोष्ठी मध्ये पुरस्त्रीणां ग्राम्याः स्वैरकथान्तरे अपि स्मरति नः साधो गोविन्दः प्रस्तुते क्वचित् गोष्ठी मध्ये पुरस्त्रीणां ग्राम्याः स्वैरकथान्तरे अपि स्मरति नः साधो गोविन्दः प्रस्तुते क्वचित् गोष्ठी मध्ये पुरस्त्रीणां ग्राम्याः स्वैरकथान्तरे. बोलिए. Api, moreover, smarati, remembers, naha, us, sadho, o pious one, govindaha, Krishna, prastute, brought up in discussions, kvachit, ever, goshti, the assembly, madhye, within, purastrinam, of the city women, Gramyaha, village girls, Swaira, free, Katha, conversation, Antare, during. Translation purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami, Srila Prabhupada. O saintly one, does Govinda ever remember us during his conversations with the city woman? Does he ever mention us, village girls, as he freely talks with them. Purport. The gopis were so completely in love with Krishna without selfish motive that even in their great disappointment, they never considered giving their love to another. Srila Vishwanath Chakra Thakur interprets their feelings as follows. The gopis might say, surely Krishna has abandoned us because we deserve to be abandoned. Indeed, we are the most insignificant women in the world and have been rejected after having been enjoyed. Still, do we sometimes enter into his memory on account of some good quality of ours, or even because of something we did wrong? Krishna must speak very freely with the city woman. He and they must sing, joke, make riddles, and talk about so many things. Does Krishna ever say, my dear city woman, your sophisticated singing and speech is unknown to the gopis in my home village? They couldn't understand these things. Does he ever speak about us even in that way? ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरिन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। Verse number 41. Sri Krishna is expert in all kinds of conjugal affairs and is the darling of the city woman. How can he not become entangled now that he is constantly adored by their enchanting words and gestures? In these verses, the gopis are expressing their doubt whether Krishna is remembering them or not. Right now, he is with a city woman, more sophisticated. What is the difference between city woman and village woman? You know, yeah. We lived in a village, project area for some time. After that, we came to city, Visakhapatnam. So one day, the teacher, she was hitting my sister on her head. Right? Tap. She was asking, कौन सा तेल बेच रही है क्या तुम? You are selling oil or what? उसका पूरा तेल लग गया. So that is the difference between city woman and village. You know, पूरा तेल लगा के आते हैं. Teacher also is afraid, you know, to hit because पूरा तेल हो जाता है. Right? So the city woman means, you know, they leave their hair open and more sophisticated, you know, they speak in, you know, village girls means, they speak some village dialect, right? like that. So city women they have. So that is why the gopis are feeling inferiority complex. That now Krishna is with city women. They are more sophisticated, and he likes them also. So does he remember us? Right? Does he remember us? So that is the main topic. Uh, After the Kurukshetra war was over, Yudhishthira Maharaj was not getting convinced, was not getting convinced to rule the kingdom and all. So Vyasadev, Arjuna, Bhim, Draupadi, Kunti, everybody was advising him, but he was not convinced. Krishna himself advised. He still, so somehow, then, so Yudhishthira Maharaj one day, he visited Krishna's palace, right? Krishna's palace. So there, Yudhishthira Maharaj saw Krishna sitting in meditation, right? Sitting in meditation. So after some time, when he came out of meditation, Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Krishna, my dear Lord, everybody meditates on you. Everybody meditates on you. On whom you are meditating? On whom you are meditating? Then Krishna said, I am meditating on Bhishma Dev. Because he is always thinking about me, lying on the bed of arrows. So I am also thinking about him. Right? I am also thinking about him. So that is Krishna. Krishna has so many devotees, but Krishna thinks about all of us. Right? Like in that Ajamila's pastime, there is one verse. Stenaha surapa mitradrik brahmaha gurutalpaga stri raja pitru gohanta patakanam api chapare. Then sarvesham api agaman yad asau sunishkritam nama vyaharanam Vishnu yat syat vishayamatihi. This he is this Sukadeva Goswami is describing the glories of the holy name. He's saying that anybody, Stenaha, one who is a thief, Surapa, one who drinks alcohol, and Mitradruk, one who cheated his friend, right? Brahmaha, one who killed Brahmana, and then Gurutalpaga, one who had illicit affair with Guru's wife. Then Stri Raja, Pitru Gohanta. All these people, they can be relieved by chanting of the name of Vishnu. Because the last word is very important, Vishayamati. Anybody who chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, even though, Vishnu Thakur says, even though devotee who is chanting Hare Krishna, he may be inattentive, he may not be remembering Krishna, he is simply chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But as soon as a devotee chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Krishna starts remembering him. Vishayamati. We enter into the mati of Krishna. That is the glory of chanting the name of Krishna. So then one devotee says that Krishna, to such a devotee, Krishna thinks, it seems, "Arey, this so-and-so devotee is chanting my names. Even if it is inattentively, it is my job to protect him." So he provides jet plus security. It's more bigger, So that is Krishna. So that is why gopis should not have doubt that whether he is remembering Krishna or not, right? There is my favorite story from Mahabharata. I might have told before also. When Agnidev, he was cursed by Bhrigu Muni that he should have he should suffer from Ajirti Rog, indigestion. Then he went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, there are herbs in Kandavan. You burn them. You burn then you will become all right. But whenever he would come and burn the Kandavan, because Takshaka, he is a very dear friend of Indra. He was living there. He was living there in Kandavan. So whenever Agni would come and pour the rain, Indra would send rains, such a heavy rain that fire is extinguished. So Agni had a problem. Then again he went to Brahma. Aisa ho raha hai. Said, what to do? Said, okay, you wait, you do one thing, you wait. Krishna and Arjuna, Naranarayan, they are coming in Dwapara Yuga. So when they appear, you approach them. Like that. Then Agni approached Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna told, if you want, Arjuna can do that, but you have to provide certain things. He said, what? That Rath, Tatastvetait, Hare Yukta, Mahati Sandana Stito, right? I request all devotees. This is 1.14. Meditate on this verse. Entire Bhagavad Gita will be revealed to you in 4-5 years. Tatasveter Hare Yukte Mahati Chandana Stito Madhava Pandavaschaiva Divyo Shanko Pradadmathu. 1.14. This is the speciality of this verse, Krishna's entry scene in Bhagavad Gita. Right? Anyway. So that is the chariot, given by Arjuna, Agni, then Dhanushban, Gandiva, Dhanush, and all he gave like that. Arjuna is such a great hero that we spent 2-3 crores rupees, right, for building pandal during Janmashtami. Pandal kacha hi jada hai hamara. Right? Arjuna made a pandal without all these, iron frames and all, with bana, with arrows. And not even one drop of rain is falling. Right? Our butter, so much rain comes. Right? But Arjuna, then Indra became very angry. Then he started fighting with Arjuna and Krishna. Right? Arjuna and Krishna, Indra. Meanwhile, Takshaka escaped and ran away to Kurukshetra. That Indra did not know. Meanwhile, like that. Then somebody came and advised Indra that why are you fighting unnecessarily? Because your concern is this Takshaka only, na? So Takshaka escaped your friend. So let it burn. So during that time, the 4 birds escaped. And then Mayadana also, Arjuna gave, Krishna told, kill him. But Mayadana took shelter of Arjuna, he left him. That is, later on something I will tell you. Then Indra stopped fighting. But whatever, it's a friendly fight. After all, Arjuna was his son. Indra had, audacity, But anyways, Krishna is playing role of a human being. So Indra came and asked Krishna and Arjuna that I am very pleased with your fighting abilities. I am, your virta. I am very pleased, the way you fought with me and all. I want to give you benediction. Can you imagine? He is telling Krishna, I want to give you benediction. Already you sappad pada hai, Govardhan ka time pe. Fir bhi, anyway, whatever. Then Arjuna said, please give me your divyastras. Indra told Arjuna that you go, in future, you go and please Lord Shiva, take Pashupatastra from him. Once he gives, I will give all divyastras. Okay. Then he asked Krishna, what do you want? What did Krishna ask? Anybody, any guess? What he could have asked? Or what he might have asked? Indra wanted to give benediction to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who is the Varamsvam Varadarshaba, the best of, givers of benediction. Krishna is known as, Prahlad Maharaj says, Yadidasya me kaman Varamsvam Varadarshaba Kamanam Hridi Asamroham Bhavatastu Vrunevaram. You know, every day chant that verse. So, he's the best of the giver of benediction. So, to that personality, Indra was asking, what benediction you want? Right? Krishna asked, please give me benediction that my love for Arjuna increases every day. Every day. That is the benediction. So, Krishna, the more we, actually, Krishna loves us more than we love him. You know, simply by he becomes indebted if somebody chants his holy names. Right? Many times I tell this Govinda, you know, Krishna's favorite name, and then it is his pin code number. You know, it is Govinda is his pin code number. As soon as you call Govinda, he will immediately come running. When Draupadi was being disrobed, she was calling out, oh Krishna, oh Dwarkadish, oh Paramatma, all this. So Krishna was waiting her when she will call me Govinda. The last word she used, Govinda. And immediately, you know, Krishna arranged for the sadis. You know, that is the difference. So later on, Krishna told Draupadi, my dear Sakhi, hey Krishna, when you chanted, when you are in trouble, Artha, then you chanted me, you know, piteously calling for me, and then helplessly calling out Govinda, Govinda, like that. Then, because you chanted, you know, Prabhupada writes in Bhakti Sastri Exams that because you chanted Govinda, my dear friend, Krishna, I became indebted to you for lifelong. And my debt is increasing day by day. I don't know how to repay my debt to you. So that is Krishna. Right? So Gopi should not have a doubt that whether Krishna is remembering us or not. Because he is there is a very important verse in 10th canto, 14th chapter, 3rd verse. Right? How many of you know? Jnane prayasa udapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukaritam bhavadiya vartam sthane stita shrutigatam tanuvan manobhir ye prayasa jita ajita asita strilokya. Right? Brahmaji, you know, the Sampradaya Acharya of Brahmaji, right? Then Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu, Lord Shiva. I always tell these two chapters, 14th chapter of 10th canto, 24th chapter of 4th canto, all devotees should by heart. All Krishna Tattva, complete Krishna Tattva is given by great exponents of Vaishnavism, right? One is Brahmaji, another is Lord Shiva, right? For sadhakas, very important to learn 24th chapter of 4th canto, Rudra Gita, it is called, songs chanted by Lord Shiva, right? And then this also, 14th chapter. So Brahmaji is saying that Jnane prayasa udapasya namanta eva. Udapasya means one should completely reject Jnana Yoga process. Completely. Not even a trace of Jnana Yoga should be there in our heart. Completely reject. Jnane prayasa udapasya namanta eva. Jivanti. So in this regard, Vishnu Thakur says that Jivanti means a devotee who simply maintains his body and soul together by honest living, Jivanti, and he cannot do anything else. But if he keeps hearing Krishna Katha at home, he will conquer Krishna. Jivanti. What he should do? Sanmukaritam. He has to hear from a lips of a pure devotee. Right? Nowadays, it has become a fashion. ISKCON devotees also. They take money for Bhagavad Katha. Prabhupada condemned, you know. Prabhupada condemned, you know, people taking money for Bhagavad Katha. Right? So Prabhupada strictly warned, we should not hear from such devotees, so-called devotees. Better to clean the toilets, be a chaprasi or a bhangi and make your living than uh, take money for Bhagavad Katha. But the devotees also they don't care, They come and all these preachers, they charge money. Still they want to hear from him because Prabhupada said they may be good in grammar and Sanskrit and they must be studious. So they must have got some knowledge. So then they tell so many stories, very interesting stories and attract people. But it will not have any effect on people, both. Right? Radha Govind Maharaj says, once, one kathakar, he was doing katha, then everybody was crying. But he is not crying. Then somebody asked, everybody is crying, you are not crying. He said, what happened? He said, ऐसा लगता है कि ये लोग ज्यादा पैसा देने वाला नहीं है. दक्षिणा मिलने, जब दक्षिणा नहीं देंगे ना तभी रोएगा. Right? So Sanmukharitam, one should hear from a pure devotee who doesn't charge money, who doesn't have, material desires and all. That is very important. Sanmukharitam, Bhavadi Vartam. Right? Sthane Sita Shrutigatam Tanuvan Manobir. Right? So this real purport I am coming. So Sanatana Goswami in this regard, he comments that there are three aspects of Tanuvan Manobir. Right? Krishna conquers the devotees' body, mind and words. Right? Krishna conquers devotees' body, mind and words. How? Devotees, they are always thinking about Krishna. Right? BMW, always remember. We are always driving BMW, right? BMW, body, mind and words. That is why Prabhupada said, 3 Yamadutas they come. Right? 3 Yamadutas they come. Why? Because we drive BMW. We commit sinful activities with the body, mind and words. So Prabhupada said, we should engage this body, mind and words in Krishna's service. Body, mind and words, right? So with body, they are coming, offering obeisance to Krishna. They are serving, they are cleaning the temple, like that, body. And then with the words, they are praising his pure devotees. They are praising Krishna with their words. And then with their mind, they are thinking about Krishna's pastimes. That's how they conquer Krishna. And then Krishna conquers the devotees. And then the devotees also conquer Krishna. How? Krishna is always thinking of, coming and, just like other day as I told, right? Krishna is coming and doing service for Arjuna. Riding the chariot, driving the chariot. Like that, he is doing everything, right? Krishna, not only that, he is not only driving the chariot, he is, he would wash the, just like a driver, he washes the car. Before the boss comes, all our drivers, they wash the car, right? At the Prasadam hall, near the Prasadam hall, right? Like that. So Krishna used to clean the chariot. And then he would clean the horses also. He would give bathing. And then keep, grass and all and in the chariot, so that in between, if they feel hunger, he would feed them. Or keep water also. Like that, he would, on the day of, when Arjuna had to kill Jayadratha, so much ferocious fighting was going on. He had to kill Jayadratha before sunset. So the horses became very tired. Right? Krishna got down and then he was patting them. Then because it was a long day and then fighting was so, water was also finished. So Krishna told Arjuna that the horses, they will not be able to work anymore because they are feeling thirsty. Do something. Then Krishna, what did Arjuna do? he released an arrow and brought out, Banaganga, right? Banaganga. Like that. Then Krishna, made the horse drink the water, like that. He was serving the devotees, right? He was serving the devotees, and then in his mind, he's always thinking about the uh, devotees, right? And then for non-devotees, Krishna becomes Ajita, right? Ajita. For devotees and for Krishna it is Jita. But for non-devotees, Krishna becomes Ajita, right? Why? Because Krishna, they don't think about Krishna, they don't serve Krishna, and they don't speak about Krishna. Krishna becomes inaccessible because either they are situated on Jnana platform or Karma platform. Right? So this is a very beautiful verse. This is when Mahaprabhu having discussion with Ramanand Rai. So when Ramanand Rai was telling so many things, Sarvodharma Pratyaja, Brahmabhuta, Prasannatma, Varnashrama Charavata, all these things he was telling. Mahaprabhu was saying, Yevahai Bahya Age Kaha Ara. Right? This is external. Say something more. Say something more. So when Brahmaji quoted this verse, Jnane Prayasa Udapasya Namantiva, Jivanti Sanmukaritam Bhavadivartam, Krishna Mahaprabhu said, this is it, this is it. But still say more. So this is our platform. Wherever, whatever it is, wherever we are situated, we should not give up the service of hearing about Krishna from the pure devotees. Right? Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhavanti hrit karna rasayana khatha. Right? On this verse, Vishnu Thakur says, it is very important. Two aspects are there. The quality of association, satam prasangam, and the quantity of katha. Right? These two are very important. Right? Sometimes we say, "Arey, we are associating, but nothing is happening." Right? Why? Because katha depends on quality and quantity. Vishnu Thakur says that suppose you are feeling very, very hungry. If you take one teaspoon of rice and sabji and all, hunger is not satisfied. You didn't eat for 3-4 days, itna, Govardhan Parvat khana padega. Right? Annakut. Tabhi hunger satisfy hoga na. Then only the hunger will be satisfied. Right? Right. And also quality of food also. Right? In the same way, association means quality of association, whether we are associating with pure devotees or not. We should associate with the pure devotees of the Lord. Right? So then you hear from such a pure devotee, and then you hear a lot of Krishna Katha. Right? Then Shraddha Ratir Bhakti Anukramashyati. Then it will happen. Otherwise, Belgadi jaisa chalega. If the association is not proper and the quantity is very less. So that is why brahmacharis, they should actually at least read 2-3 hours in a day, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, at least 2-3 hours. Right? And this Bhakti Sastri and all, they're okay. It's a platform, preliminary. But if you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, by heart at least 600 verses of Bhagavad Gita, or at least 500, then you meditate on the verses in your free time, right? On the meanings of the verses. Then Krishna will reveal the meaning of Bhagavad Gita in your heart. Knowledge, other day Rasraj was saying, if you know English, you cannot read Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, right? It's not, when we read, we only get information, right? But real knowledge you get when Krishna reveals it in your heart. For that, you have to do parishrama, sadhana, abhyas karna padega. Right? You learn the verses and meditate. Learn the verses of Bhagavatam. You meditate on those verses. For us, meditation is recollecting, smarana. Then you learn the leelas, very thoroughly. Krishna Leela, especially Putana's killing of, Damodar Leela, Kaliya Martan Leela, right? All these Leelas, Brahmana's wives are blessed. All these Leelas you must by heart. All the conversations also, what Gopis have said, what Brahmana's wives have said, what Krishna said, then what is Vishnu Jagatu's commentary, all that, you must remember. And then when you are sitting, when you are traveling or when you are waiting for the airport for the, sometimes you reach early, you sit and recollect the pastime, right? Recollect the pastime. You will feel the difference. We just hear and then leave it. So Mananam, very few devotees do. We are not taught. Mananam is very important. Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhasanam and offering prayers. Right? Offering prayers. So these four aspects are very, very important. Whatever we hear or whatever we read, we should actually recollect. Then, suppose you by-hearted some verse or something you've forgotten. Then while going to Prasada Mahal or sitting in Prasada Mahal, you are trying to recollect. Then you've forgotten. So you come back and learn that verse or learn that pastime. Then it'll be, you can remember more better. Like that, devotees, brahmacharis especially, they have to do this abhyasa of hearing lot of Krishna Katha. Right? We should hear a lot. It is not that, we don't have time. There is a lot of time. Who is, इतना पहले जमाने में हम बहुत सेवा करते थे. अभी बहुत free time बहुत है आजकल. Right? Nobody is working so hard nowadays. So you have so much time. So instead of watching YouTube videos or Facebook, take out Bhagavad Gita, have a program of learning all the verses. Yeah? It will have a great affair. It will transform your life. This is my own experience. Out of experience, I am telling this. Bhagavad Gita, you should simply by heart the entire Bhagavad Gita. It's very easy, actually. 2.5 years you can do that. If you try now, like that. Anyway, so if you, we should actually develop this. We should do abhyas of remembering Krishna. Right? Remembering. That is why, Bhagavad Gita, Rajan Samsritya Samvadam imam adbhutam Keshavarjana punyam rishyami punah punaha. Hey, Rajan, Dhritarashtra Maharaj, whenever I remembering these instructions of Krishna, which is make you pious. Every moment I remember the Krishna's instructions, my happiness is increasing, my ananda is increasing. Prabhupada says you can also do that. In the purport, Prabhupada writes, even now also, if you keep remembering Krishna's instructions, right? If you don't read only, if you don't remember only the instructions, then how will you recollect? Right? How will you recollect? It's very, I'll tell you, Nyaya yattat pravakshami yajnatva amrutam asnute. Anadi matparam brahma nasatan nasatuchyate. So I am going to tell you about something which is knowable. After knowing which, you will experience nectar. Right? So this is, we have to do this abhyasa of remembering Krishna. Then Krishna will also remember us. Right? If you remember Krishna, Krishna will, Krishna is always, like one Acharya is saying that even though Krishna is Atmaram, then he has so much opulence. 3/4 of living entities are Ekamsena Sthito Jagat. Only this material world, only 1/4. 3/4 is Krishna, all his associates. Loving search for the last friend. But Krishna is always thinking, this Ramarup, when you will come back? Why are you rotting in the material world? Everybody, Satish. Satish ne? Suraj. Suraj, why are you rotting? Huh? Come, please, come back. So he is thinking about all of us all the time, and Krishna is, lamenting. So the devotees are asking Krishna, what is the cause of your lamentation? See, this Ramarup is not, hearing. I am worried, how to get him back. Alright, Prabhupada told one disciple, rascal, 7 lifetimes, I am behind you. You are escaping. Last 7 lifetimes. Right? When Gopkumar entered Krishna's pastime suddenly, there, Mother Yashoda and all, they are giving him send off, Gocharan Leela. Radha Gunjmara says, every day we should remember this Gocharan Leela. When Krishna is going to Gocharan, then all the Mother Yashoda and all, they are running behind with curd rice. Thoda kao. Krishna says, Amma, coffee, enough. No, please go back. Then Mother Yashoda is advising, Balram, take care of, your younger brother. Don't let him go too deep into the forest. Don't let him jump in the Yamuna. All that, Balram said, okay. Every day this pastime, like that. Then suddenly Gopkumar entered Krishna's pastimes. Then Krishna saw, hey Gopkumar, finally you came. He embraced him, and then he became unconscious. He fell down and became unconscious. And then initially he was rolling on the ground. Then he fell unconscious. Said, Mother Yashoda, all the other Gopas and Gopis were looking at this new entrant. Said, who is this? Kamsa has sent him or what? Mera Lala ko kya ho gaya? What happened? Then they were, so the first impression is, it should be best impression, na? So Gopkumar ka heart fell, all these devotees are having bad impression of me. They were looking at very angrily. And who is this guy, who caused Krishna so much trouble? Like that. And then Krishna again came back to consciousness. Gopkumar, I think his name is Sarupa or somebody in Golok Vrindavan. Said, I am very glad that you have come back. Since so many lifetimes, I am feeling separation from you. I have been trying to bring you back, but you wouldn't listen to me. So much suffering you had undergone. I am not able to tolerate seeing your suffering. Finally, I had to give you birth in Govardhan. And still, you are not practicing. You are not searching for Guru or anything. Then I became a Guru, then gave you Gopal Mantra. Right? I gave you Gopal Mantra. Then so Krishna makes so many efforts to take us back, But we are so stubborn. We are so adamant. We don't want to go back. That is the problem. But if you want to go back, Krishna is more than willing to take us back. He will be very happy to like that. Anyway, then Krishna made him sit. Then there is a feast, picnic. Right? There is a picnic. Then Krishna made Gopkumar sit beside him. Right? Radharani made some special laddus. Said she was serving laddus. Every cook, she wants to know if she cooked for the Lord, then for the devotees, she wants to know whether you liked how is my cooking, like that. So Radharani is also very anxious, even though she got benediction from Durvas Muni. Said, then how is it? Then Krishna took a bite. In order to tease Radharani, he made such a face. So kharab. I think you put salt dal diya. Once one lady, she was complaining to her husband. This Vikari, he is very arrogant. Said, what happened? Yesterday I gave him, some food. Today, he gave a cookbook. समझ में नहीं आया? Yesterday she gave some food, for eating. वो खाने के बाद cookbook लेके आया. अभी भी समझ में नहीं आया, ट्यूबलाइट है like that, it is. Radharan is very worried. Then Gopkumar was tasting. It was so delicious, Amrit. I said, why Krishna? Then he was looking at Krishna. Krishna winked at him. Okay. Then anyway, later I said, so like that. So many times I told this pastime. Once one devotee asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, are pure devotees in anxiety? Then Prabhupada said, usually pure devotees are not in anxiety, but today I have some anxiety. I said, what anxiety? I want to know what is there in Krishna's lunchbox today. Kachori or Sandesh? Then Prabhupada later on commented that destiny of all Hare Krishna devotees is to join the picnic of Krishna and Balaram. Hare. Balaramji came to Vrindavan, for a visit. Then after that, he stayed for 2 months there. Then he went back to Dwarka. Then Krishna asked, how are all these gopis and gopas? Then, my dear Gopal, they are suffering so much. They became very, very thin. Yamuna completely became dry. If somebody wants to commit suicide by drowning in Yamuna, the waters are so less, nothing will happen. If Giriraj Govardhan shrunk so much that if somebody wants to commit suicide by jumping from Govardhan, nothing will happen. If you continue like this, if you want them to be alive, do something. Right? Do something. Then he described the agony that the gopis are undergoing and all that. Because here the gopis are expressing doubt whether Krishna is remembering or not. The Rukmini Devi and all, Satyabhama and all, for a woman, husband takes another woman's name. It is a great insult. My husband is taking someone else's name. Right? If you want a peaceful life, never praise. Even your mother's cooking also in front of your wife. मेरा माँ इतना अच्छा बनाती थी कभी बोलने के नहीं. Neighbors, so and so beautiful, his wife is so and so. हाँ मैं नहीं हूँ beautiful, ऐसा झगड़ा करेगी. इसलिए कभी नहीं बोलने का, किसी को प्रेज नहीं करने का वाइफ के सामने. राइट? अच्छा खा जाएगी. So, Rukmini and all, they were wondering, who is this Radha? Who is Lalita? Who is Vishaka? Always, he's chanting the names. Who are these? She was always bewildered. Krishna is always, remembering them and chanting their names. Like that. Then, Krishna, when he heard the travels of the gopis and all, he became so grief-stricken. Then he he fell down. Then he was rolling on the ground. All the dust is, dusted. And then he started crying loudly. So loudly. In the Antapura, all the ladies, all the servants, they were wondering, kya ho gaya? Right? Sometimes when the trees fell down, it made such a sound. Kya ho gaya? Sab log bhag ke aaya. Like that, we also, think, kya ho gaya? Accident ho gaya? Kya ho gaya? Somebody is crying. Everybody came. Itna hi nahi. So much crying. Krishna is crying so loudly, very piteously, that it reached the Swargaloka also, higher planets also. All the demigods and all, they're wondering what happened, what happened. Who is crying? They said, our master Krishna is crying. Krishna is crying. Then Brahmaji came. Came to Dwaraka. Said, what happened? What happened? Nobody is. Because Krishna is crying, everybody else started crying. राइट अभी कभी कभी कोई मर जाता है, लेडीज आके मरते, अयो मर गया, चला गया, फिर बाकी लेडीज भी आके अयो मर गया, फिर बाद में कौन मर गया, अरे कोई नहीं मरा, ऐसा बाद में पता चलता है, अरे ऐसा. So एक one is crying, others also start crying. So they also started crying. क्या हो गया, क्या हो गया? Then Brahmaji also started crying. He said, "What? अरे क्या करूँ?" Then somehow he composed himself. He composed himself. Then somehow or other, Garudaji also was there. Right? He is making such Garudaji. So Garudaji also started crying. Somehow or other, he patted him. Said, Garudaji, come. I want to say something to you. He said, what? I made a Nava Vrindavan in Revata Hill, between Revata Hill and the ocean. If you want that Krishna to be normal and alive properly and all, I think we should take him. We should take him. So before only, Brahmaji ordered Vishwakarma to make a duplicate Vrindavan. Replica, not duplicate, replica of Vrindavan. He made exactly like Vrindavan, but the gopis, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj and all, they're so great that he could not replicate the ladies, live ladies. That's why he made statues of all the Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, Radharani, Lalita, Vishaka, all the Gopas and all that. But he brought some cows and the calves and all that. Then Brahmaji said, only Rohini Mata should accompany. Everybody else should, stay back. They should not come in front of Krishna. So, Krishna and Balaram, both of them, they started, I actually forgot. Krishna and Balaram, both of them fell down and they started crying, all that happened. Then somehow, after some time, Balaram little bit became conscious. Then Brahmaji told that somehow or other, take Krishna and Balaram on your wings, carry them to Vrindavan, new Vrindavan, Nava Vrindavan, like that. And then he made, then somehow or other, then all the, Garudaji and Brahmaji, both of them together, they dressed Krishna as a covered boy. Varha pidam natavaravapuhu kannayo kannikaram vibradvashah kanakakapisham vaijayanti chamalam randran veno radar sudama purayan gopavrindayir vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishad gita kirtihi. Right? How many of you know this verse? Huh? You know? Say. Give the mic. No. Mic दो. बोलो. मैं मदद करेगा. बोलो. Say. Vibrad
vasana kanakapisam vaijayantim chamalam dantan venu adarsutya
Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Geet. You know? Who knows? Say. Give the mic. You also know, right?
बर्हापीडं नटवरवपु कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रत्वासकनकपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणुरतरयो श्रुतया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दे वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणा प्राविशत्
Very nice.
गीते.
You know, I told you, right? Anyway, you know, Nimainita Prabhu, you know, say, give the mic.
नटवरवपुकर्णयो कर्णिकारम् बिभ्रद्वासा कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालाम् रन्ध्रान् वेणुरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्ति.
Very nice. Sitaram Prabhu, you know? आप जानते हैं? What's your name? You know? Anyway, learn this verse. This is the verse. It means you all the time, every day, you must meditate on this verse. You know the meaning also, and then meditate on this verse. Then Krishna one day will appear in front of you. Right? This is the verse, right? So accordingly, they decorated Krishna with turban, and then more punk, and then waist belt, and then on one side bugle, another side flute. And then they removed all the jewelry, then gunja malas, karnikara flowers, right? In this verse, karnikara flower, one day, jokingly he was commenting that Krishna put karnikara flower only on one ear. You know why? Because matching, two earrings means, both the ears, same earring they put, right? Not that, one, on one ear they put one ring and they don't put at all. It doesn't like that, right? So why Krishna is keeping only one flower? He decorated his ears only with one karnikara flower? Because, when Shiva Vaishnavacharya is commenting, that because Krishna has put the flower, then all the gopas, they also started putting the karnikara flower in one ear. By the time Krishna wanted to put the second flower, all the flowers are finished itself. There is only one flower left. Anyways, it's called Rasokti. It's not Vrindavan mein kabhi flower khatam ho jata hai. Anyway, so like that, very nicely, with Pitambar Vastra and Gunja Malas and all the Vaijayanti Mala, Kadamba flower garland, very nicely decorated. And then they brought Krishna to, and then by the time, after some time, Balramji became conscious. Right? Balramji became God. Then Balramji patted Krishna, please wake up, wake up. Then they brought the statues of Yashoda, Rohini was there, Yashoda, and then she was carrying, butter. See, your mother, because you are sleeping for so long, she was very grief-stricken. That is why her throat has become choked. So she will not be able to talk to you. Then Krishna got up and then he took butter. See, all the gopas and the cows and all, they are waiting. Come, come. Then, Krishna, then all the ladies also, they became the Satyabhama and Padmavati. Kalindi also already knew Krishna, right? Because she is from Vrindavan only, Yamuna. So, Satyabhama, Rukmini Devi, she became so enchanted. She could not speak one word. But she was very humble, she stayed back. But Satyabhama and Padmavati, you know who? Kamsa's mother, right? Padmavati. Both of them became so lusty. Krishna, seeing Krishna's beauty, they came and they started embracing and started kissing him and all. Kalindi said, hey, come, pagal. So you don't, he should not see you all like that. So they dragged them back. Like that. So, and then Krishna was going, and then the Gopas are there, and then he was speaking to Radharani also was there, replica. Radharani is not speaking. Then Krishna was telling, Ma, you know why I woke up late? Because I was dreaming that I went to Mathura, then I saw very ferocious demon Kamsa, I killed him. Then some girls are crying, so I wanted to give them shelter, so I married them. I built a fort in Dwarka, all these things. That is why I became late when waking up. Like that. Krishna was thinking it is a dream, like that. Then Krishna was walking. Radharani was not speaking because she's replica only. Oh, Radhe, don't be upset with me. Like this, I have a. He was thinking, Radharani is so intelligent that she must have understood my dream. कौन सा ड्रीम में मैंने क्या देखा? So that's why Krishna was giving explanation. No, it's only a dream, I didn't. So don't be angry. All that, he was going, and then he saw the ocean. Then he thought it is Yamuna. Yeah. Then he saw the all this, Revat Parvat and all. Said, ये तो कभी देखा है लगता है मैंने. मैं किधर आ गया? Then Balram ji said, ऐसा है. Better you visit Vrindavan. Yeah. So in that book, Embankment, I kept it somewhere, in that very nicely described, where Krishna and Balram, they go to Vrindavan, and this is how, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, the forms they have assumed, because seeing the separation of Radharani and all, and their love and all that. So this is what I mean to say, that the gopis should not have doubt that Krishna is not thinking about them. So this is the position of Krishna, condition of Krishna. He is just like, the gopis are suffering from separation of Krishna. In the same way, the Krishna is also suffering separation from all the gopis. So like that's how, we should remember all these wonderful pastimes. We have to simply hear these pastimes. Prabhupada says in Krishna book, when Parikshit Maharaj asked, please tell something more about Krishna's pastimes, then Sukadeva Goswami praises. Parikshit Maharaj also says that anybody who remembers these pastimes, so Prabhupada says, we will become free from moroseness. These Mayavadis and all, they do all this Brahman, but they don't become morose, they are always lamenting. Like that. So we simply hear this pastime, Prabhupada says, we will become free from moroseness. Our senses become satisfied, happy. So then Prabhupada says, if you simply hear the pastimes, it is very pleasing to the ear. But if you understand the tattva behind every pastime, it will be pleasing to the mind. That is the Shrotra Manoviramat in that verse purport. So it is very important to understand the tattva of Krishna's pastimes. And also, if you cannot, no problem. He simply hear also. We should simply hear, read Krishna book every day. Our life will become perfect. Right? Develop this habit of reading Krishna book every day. Even though I am so many years, every day I read Krishna book. And if 2, 3, 4 pages or whatever. Sometimes, if I have time, whole story I will read. Otherwise, without reading Krishna book, I don't sleep only. So many pastimes abhi yaad ho gaya. Right? Yaad ho jata hai. So then it's easy to remember also. So develop some good habits of learning the verses, reading Krishna book every day. Right? While drinking the milk, read 3, 4 pages, or 3, 4 devotees combine together. Well, let one devotee read the pastimes of Krishna. Right? Like that. Better to read systematically, but otherwise also, any page you can take. Right? Prabhupada said, Krishna book is like gulab jamun. Anywhere you bite. Because Harishori was asking, Prabhupada, which story? No, any story. But Prabhupada enjoyed most, it seems, Krishna killing demons. He would become so ecstatic, can you imagine? Once Prabhupada, devotee they were narrating Krishna's childhood pastimes. Prabhupada became so ecstatic. Said, no, I think we should stop everything and simply hear Krishna pastime. Then no. Then after some time, he said, no, we should preach also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Any doubts? माइक देना, माइक उधर ही है ना माइक, उधर को दे रुक्मिणी कौशल्य पुत्र.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, बहुत सुंदर क्लास प्रभु जी, आपने अच्छा क्लास दी. प्रभु जी, मेरा एक प्रश्न है कि जैसे आपने शुरू में बताया कि क्लास के शुरुआत में कि जो व्यक्ति भगवान की महिमा का प्रचार करते हैं, कथा करते हैं, कथा करते हैं स्पेशली, उनको जो है पैसे का डिमांड करके भगवान की कथा नहीं करना चाहिए। तो जो कथाकार है उनका वास्तव में भगवान की कथा कर रहा, तो उनका क्या मूड होना चाहिए कथा करने के प्रति, और जिन्होंने कथा करने के लिए उनको बुलाए हैं उनको क्या इससे प्रेरणा लेना चाहिए कि कथा करने वाले कुछ देना ही नहीं चाहिए?
This Bapu, that Bapu, this Ananda, that Ananda, this Sharma, that Pandit, Vrindavan say, they charge. There is one lady I was seeing on Facebook, Jai Kushori, करके बहुत ही famous. She takes 9,50,000 it seems. 9,50,000. आधा एडवांस, आधा कथा के बाद. So ऐसा डिमांड नहीं करना चाहिए. But it is compulsory for devotee, those whoever call them, give some dakshina. That is okay. But one should not demand. Oh, कभी बिल्कुल, right? हमने कथा किया था और आपका रेवती रमन प्रभु बोल रहा था ना, रामरूप प्रभु पहला डिवोटी है कथा करने के लिए पैसा दिया था. मैं थाना में कथा किया, मैंने डोनेशन करके दिया था प्रचार के लिए, हमको एक पैसा नहीं मिला. ऐसा कथा भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर ये दोनों को खिलाफ बहुत लड़े थे, इसलिए वो लोग गोस्वामी लोग मारना चाहते थे, जान से मारना चाहते थे भक्ति सिद्धांत. फिर वो लोग अटैक किया था नवद्वीप मंडल परिक्रमा में भक्ति सिद्धांत, क्योंकि वो बहुत ही जोर से प्रचार कर रहे थे भक्ति सिद्धांत. ठीक है, ये हरे कृष्ण बहुत सारे मंडली होते हैं, वो लोग हरि कीर्तन करते हैं, पैसा लेते हैं, एकदम सख्त खिलाफ थे.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण.
ठीक है, हाँ प्रभु जी. हाँ,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jayadratha is one of the Saptarathis. Jayadratha is one among the Saptarathis in Mahabharata war. He was killed by Krishna only, not Arjuna, because he was got benediction that he should be killed on that day before the sunset. But Arjuna was not able to kill him. So then Krishna played a trick. He brought some heavy clouds and covered the sun. That became night, as if night, sunset. So then Jayadratha he came with he thrown his all astra whatever was with him. So then at that time Krishna tells Arjuna that kill him now. Now you kill him. Then he killed him.
and not only that, Krishna tells him, make sure that his head doesn't fall on the floor.
Yeah.
Make sure that the head goes and falls in the hands of his father. There in Rishikesh, he was doing tarpan. उसका हेड उसके हाथ में गिरा. फिर उसको उन्होंने वर मांगा था लॉर्ड शिवा से, किसके हाथ से उसका सिर गिरता है वो उसका 10,000 पीसेस हो जाए. फिर उसका बाप का हाथ से गिरा, दोनों माँ बाप बेटा एक साथ मर गया. कृष्णा, one arrow, one shot, two birds. ऐसा, very intelligent. हरे कृष्णा. थैंक यू.
Hare
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की